Hi, I'm Emily, the creative director with Heartfelt Creations. Today I'm going to show you how to create cute little clear accent jars that you can use flowers or little accent stamps in it. I'm going to use it with the Farmers Market collection. You might be asking me, what's the Farmers Market collection all about? Join me and we'll discover this together. I really love capturing the clear accents within these jars. So to create those, I used the Jars and Vines die. So you get these 3 jugs, along with all the little vines that you'll see on projects within this collection. And then this is the stamp that I stamped first. That comes out of this set. And then you also have those coordinating leaves those are called the Jars and Vines stamp set. So to get started, I used a clear cardstock. Clear cardstock is an accent that you want to stamp on with StazOn ink. Black StazOn works perfectly for this. So I stamped this. Now, if you take your die and you lay this on top, and I ran this through one time through my die cutting machine, you can see that this did not trim out the clear cardstock. So if you're creating clear jugs, what you'll want to do is after you've ran it through with your die, is just follow the pressed line that the die gave because it did not cut all the way through, and just trim around those edges, and you can do that very quickly because the die has already creased that. So you'll want to do that to these jars. Now if you do use a thinner clear cardstock, you might be able to cut it out with your die. This one's just thicker because I like to use it for a card base. To stamp these little leafy sprays on the inside of the jar, I wanted to make sure that it doesn't come on the outside, so I wanted to create a mask. So I took my die and I just cut these pieces out and I taped this back on because I'm going to stamp a little spray onto my back panel first. So I'm just going to move this down, just kind of position it, and I'll move in another piece of cardstock so it doesn't cover the rest of my paper. And then we'll just use the Olive Grove Memento ink, and we're going to kind of stamp this berry spray right inside that jug. So we'll just go ahead and stamp that. So you'll pull that away and you'll see that there's just one kind of random piece in here. And the next jug I'm going to use, I'm just going to pull this away. We're going to use this one. So we're going to place this right beside the other one, and we're going to cover up this side so that it doesn't, actually that's the wrong jug. Let's grab the other one. So that it doesn't stamp accidentally into this section. So this kind of creates a clever mask. You don't have to be too super picky or careful about it. It just kind of creates a nice little way to stamp some of those berries into the center of your jar. And the next one we'll use is the middle one, and we'll kind of tip that to the side. So I'm going to go ahead and tape this back into the center, and then we'll kind of do this one at an angle. Let's see, just probably about right like that. And every time you do this, it will look a little bit differently, just the way you stamp on the inside, so that has a nice spray. And then you're going to be able to start layering your pieces on top. So before you go ahead and add your jars on top, you can add some quick color to these background leaves if you wish. So I'm just adding some with a Dove blender pen. I'm just going to spray off my green, and then we'll go ahead and color these. These are actually little olives, but I kind of make them look like little berries, so you can color them whatever color you like. Once you're finished with that, I take these little jugs and we'll layer them on top so you can kind of see this come together. This glue does dry clear, but I do like to have it kind of right around the outer edge of the jar. So our small jar is going to be placed right over here, and you can kind of see the placement. Once you have that first one glued down, we'll go ahead and add some glue to the second jar. And you can place this right beside it, so you can quickly see how those jars look extremely cute with those berry fillers. We'll go ahead and add some glue down in here, and then this jar was a little bit more tipped to the side. So you have those all put in here, and then once you're finished, you can go ahead and add the little filler sprays into this one. On this card, you'll see that I used the jars again, just stamped them in bright, vibrant colors, and then added those little vines along with the little flowers from the Birds and Blooms set. So you can see the little cutouts down here. So that makes a very beautiful card. And once again, those come out of the Jars and Vines stamp and die set. Here you'll see another one with just a jar on the side of a circle with some of the paper sentiments in the background. So that's a really beautiful way to work with that. We also have a main image, that's Jars and Accents, and that has all the jars in the background, and then you have those focal images, and those you can just stamp in the background however you like. Then we also have a great apple card. This comes from the Apple Harvest. You'll see in the background you have the apples along with a little picture and a basket. So these are some samples with the apples. So we have some really beautiful papers that you can accent these images with. This has the apple basket and the apples, and then you see these jars on the top that just pulls out. This would be a really great insert for like an album, so that makes a nice accent for that. Here's a little gift card set. This is actually mostly just from the papers. Actually, that's upside down here. You can see that. So they're really cute to just add some accents for the papers. Here we have the Farmer's Market fruit die. Now this is a second die for this set. It has your raspberry swirl, your peaches, your little olive branch spray, and a little raspberry. Here's the peach stamp set, and then that also has the raspberries in that. So let's look at some samples of that. This is one of the little raspberries all cut out. This is the little olive vine. Here you have some more of the raspberry spray with the oval background, some flowers, and the paper in the background says berry sweet. So there's so many different ways that you can work with this. Here it's just used as a background, intertwined with the little raspberries, and then I have to show you the peaches. Those are absolutely, makes me really hungry. I love those. Those will be in season hopefully soon. So you have that spray along with the little jugs in here. And then we have some altar project. Here's a little wheelbarrow. Just remember these are going to be online with instructions so you can see how those are made. We also have the jugs of herbs. You can see the different sentiments in that one. And then we have the veggie collage. Did your mom always say eat your veggies? Well, this stamp will remind you of that. And then you also have the happy birthday banner with the peaches. And then I have a couple more samples I just wanted to bring up. This is the raspberry swirl. These are just some altar projects. So this collection makes great gifts for friends. This is just a tag from the paper collection. So there's a lot of different ways that you can use these. This one you have to see as well. This one was made by Joanne. And I wanted to give you a glimpse inside the paper collection too. With this one, you can just pull this up and just flip through this pretty quickly. But you can see the individual papers on our website, that they're just amazing color palettes to work with. You can kind of see all these tags that you can cut apart. You'll see those back here, and these tags will match some of our tag dies. So once again, you'll see a lot of different ways you can use these on the website as well. I'm sure your mind is spinning with all the different ways that you can use these little jars with the accents of the berries and flowers. We'd love to see what you create with this collection. You can do so by sharing it on Facebook. If you need some more inspiration, you can visit our gallery at heartfeltcreations.us. Click on the gallery, and in the gallery search, just type in Farmer's Market Collection, and you'll see so many more samples. You can also leave some comments below. I'd love to hear what you think on this video, what you'd love to see in future videos. As always, thank you for joining me today. Have an awesome day, and we'll see you next time.